to make it.
YouTube family, man, it's been so hot today that I literally did nothing, just kind of hung out, and then I realized I had to go to the store, and I was like, well, fuck it, if I'm going to the store, might as well make a video of it, not of going to the store, I mean, which as amazing as that is, but a video while I'm going to the store. Two things that, you know, and like what I do with my topics is like they just kind of come to me, you know, day to day. I'm thinking about something, I'm like, oh damn, that'd be a cool topic, you know. And so what I do is I text them to myself, and so like literally in my text messages I have this list from myself of just things that I think would be cool, and sometimes they get used, sometimes they don't get used, you know, sometimes they sit there for a while and I delete them, you know, sometimes I make the video and I'm just like, I don't really like it. There's been quite a few videos that I've made that have never seen the light of day, as my boy Rob knows too well about. But again, I digress. So the first thing I wanted, there's two things. So one of them is like, what is a perfect motorcycle to me? Like what is my motorcycle, because it's different for everybody. And then the other one was just, I was talking, I forget who I was talking with, and it was one of my friends, and we were talking about like, it might have been Way Pride, it might have been, I don't know, I forget. It was quite a while ago. Talking about like the best person you've known, like one person that like you grow up to and you aspire to be like, and stuff like that. So I figured I'd talk about it today. Hopefully you guys will stay for the whole video. But so the first thing, what is like my perfect motorcycle? So my perfect motorcycle, okay, and it's different for everybody, and that's why when people ask me, what's a good beginner motorcycle? It's hard for me to really tell, because everybody has their own style of riding. Everyone has their own bike they like, the looks, the performance, I mean everything. So it's hard for me to say. After I have been riding for going on 4 years now, like street, where like I was really invested in riding, really, you know, like I knew this is something, a passion I wanted to do. So now I know what I like. When you're just first starting, you don't know what a good bike is, you don't know what you want, you don't know what good features are, you don't know anything like that. So for me, it's real simple. I am not a top speed motorcycle guy. I'm not. I mean, going fast, like going really, really fast, you know, 150 plus is fun and all, but that's not my jam. That's not what I get, you know, for lack of better terms, that's not what gets my rocks off, you know what I mean? Like, that's not what I dream about. For me, if we're looking at the performance aspect of it, which is the first thing you really want to ask yourself about a bike, like what do you want to do with your motorcycle? And for me, I love torque. I love, you know, acceleration. Torque is what gives you acceleration. You can have, it's kind of funny today, talking about a 9 foot-pounds of torque bike, but torque is what gives you your acceleration. You can have a 200 horsepower motorcycle, but if it doesn't have any torque, to me it's not that fun. Like, it'll get up and go, you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, it's got power to it, but it doesn't have that oomph, that right out the gate, boom, you know? And so me, I like torque. That's my shit, that's my jam. So I want, first and foremost, I want a bike with torque, and I don't mean torque at like, you know, 10,000 RPM, 9,000 RPM. I want torque from like 3 to 7,000 RPM. That's what I want, you know what I mean? Like down low torque, meaning like with this bike, it just goes, you know what I mean? Like you feel the front end kind of want to pop up, and it just goes. And then if I downshift it even more, if I go slow, right? So this is where some bikes will, you know, like R6 stuff, they don't have enough, they don't have power. So I'm down low, I'm sitting at right about 4,000, and if I hit it, okay, it goes. Like that's what I want, that's what I get, like that pushback in your seat feeling. I mean, that is the jam right there for me. So first and foremost, down low torque. Now if we're talking about looks of a bike, okay, I like the naked look. I like naked bikes the way they looked before they were like the thing, you know, the popular thing they have. I liked it when people back in the day, you know, before I even started about riding, when they would do a Street Fighter look homemade, meaning they would just chop fairings off, they would put certain things on, they redo the handlebars, take the windscreen off to where the gauge is just the gauge, you know what I mean? You don't have the bubble and all stuff. I like naked bikes before they were popular. That was my shit. Like I would look at those and be like, fuck, that thing looks mean as hell. Like I want this bike. And then, you know, as time went on, like, you know, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, the naked bikes started picking up, just, you know, steam, to where manufacturers were actually starting to make naked bikes. So that's what I liked, is I like the naked bike look. I don't know why. Like with my bike, it's black. It's all black, but the bolts are silver. You know, the bolts and nuts and everything that hold everything together, the clutch cover, all that stuff, it's silver. So it looks, oh man, it's just sexy as hell to me. You know, love it. You know, I don't like, not that I don't like full fared bikes, but this is just my jam. So down low torque, naked look. And then now, like, you talk about the posture. The Z800 here is a very unique posture in the sense that it's not completely upright, it's not down low, it's like right there in the middle for this bike. My feet, my toes are behind my knees, and so that as far as that goes is semi-aggressive. Not really. I mean, to be totally honest with you, not really. But yeah, it's not like your feet aren't like this, you know, forward. And so me, I like a seating posture like this, not super upright, not like a multistrada or something like that where you're just sitting straight up, or a cruiser where you really are just straight up and down. But I also don't like the super aggressive, you know what I mean? That's my jam. So right there describes my perfect bike. Naked.
Oh, hey, Oogie. Ooh, you look tense.
Well, Jillian, there's something we need to talk about.
What is it?
I, just wanted to spend some time with you.
Loads of torque down low, and a comfortable seating position like this. Some people don't like this seating position because you don't feel like kind of one with the bike. So when you are doing some of the maneuvers that's like, you know, super sports are used to and stuff, it takes some getting used to, like the feeling, especially if that's the only thing you're used to. Like, can I go? Yeah, I guess I can go. Yeah, we're going right. We're gonna go right, kids. Oh man. So that's my bike. Now, I encourage all of you to get out there, and that's why riding a different bikes is so important to me, at least. Because if you stick with one brand, one riding style, everything like that, a bike, you're never going to know what you like as a person. You're never going to know, like, all you know is a very narrow-minded, one-sided thing of it. So ride more bikes, experience things, have an open mind. You'd be surprised what the fuck you find out there that you like, and you'd be surprised what you don't like. You know, you may think you like one type of bike and you ride another one and you're like, holy shit, this is my jam, this is where I'm at, you know, this is what I want. So do it up, get out there, experience life. What is that? Huh. Don't really know. So moving right along here, because I don't want to turn into the sun for too long for it, and I gotta go and I'm gonna get my food. So the best man that I've ever known, right? And it's kind of funny now, now that I think about it, now that I'm older, how I kind of I kind of go towards these type of people growing, you know, now. So the best man I've ever known was my grandpa Clint. Okay, it was my mom's mom. I'm sorry, my mom's mom. My mom's dad. And you know, I don't think I've ever been down this road. Let's go explore. It was my mom's dad, and it wasn't the biological dad, but my mom's dad. And he was Arizona Highway Patrol for 36 years. Retired from that. Him and my grandma started a private investigating business up in the White Mountains. And at the time when I was young, I didn't realize the type of man he was, per se. But then, you know, as you grow older, you start to realize, like, man, fuck, he was a good dude, you know? So he was the type of man, this guy, and he was a big guy too. I mean, he would think he was my size, you know, just built big. So I'm 6'3", so I think I'm pretty sure he was right at 6'3", 6'4", and he was just a big dude. Like, when you looked at him, he wasn't fat by any means, but you looked at him and you were just like, damn, that's a big guy. And he was the type of person that was really, really cool, really chill, you know, funny as fuck at times. Old school old man, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people nowadays, not a lot of people, but the new generation don't know what old school old man was. Like, they were the one that, oh, this is a high school. I don't want to go to a high school. What the fuck? Okay, we're not going down there. But he was just the one, and old school old man were the ones that didn't take shit from anybody, nobody. You know, they were the ones that would stand up, brawl, call it a day, and go home. But in the same sense, he was just a really, really good guy, like a really good person. And I realized that that's who I wanted to be. You know, the type of person that you look at them and you're like, and if you piss them off, if he stood up from his chair, right, growing up, he had a chair, he sat in his chair, would watch the Diamondbacks, all this stuff. If he stood up from his chair, you were fucked. Like, that was it, you were screwed.
Run.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of man he was. But in the same sense, he's also the type of man that if he saw something wrong, he wouldn't stand for it. He wouldn't. And that's the type of, you know, that's I realize now, like, when I meet someone, you know, and it's like weird, you know, being an adult and like finding new friends, because it's like you just look at someone, you're like, man, you're pretty chill, you know, I kind of want to hang around with you some more. And I've realized now, like, those are the type of people that I enjoy hanging around. Are the people, the main quality is if they see something wrong, they won't just walk away and let it continue. And I'm the same exact way. I can't. If I see something wrong and I walked away, I would think about that for weeks. Weeks and weeks and weeks. Be like, fuck, I should have done something. Fuck, I should have done something. And I refuse to be like that now. And that's the way my grandfather was. You know? So, like, I guess the main thing here would be, like, don't think about the person that you idolize the most, right? Think about the type of person that you idolize the most, the one that you liked, and try to be like that person. And not only try to be like that person, but try to be better than that person. You know what I mean? We all have our flaws, we all have our issues. You know, none of us are perfect by any means. We all do, you know, stupid things. I've done fucked up and stupid things in my past. But try to be a better person. Try to be that person that you idolize. Think about that one person in your life that you idolize and try to be him or her and be better. And you're golden. You know what I mean? You're golden. But anyways, it's something that I've been thinking about a long time, and I kind of did this one time before, and it didn't really pan out the way I wanted to, so I figured I'd put it in here. A nice little video to keep going. Might be a little random to you guys, but hey, this is my channel. This is what I do. This is my hobby. This is my fun. Leave me alone. Don't come at me. Don't at me, bro. Don't at me. Anywho, I'm gonna go to the store now and actually do what I set out to do instead of talking with you guys, which I love, but still, you know, I gotta get real things going. I gotta go back to work. I gotta eat. So, alrighty, my peeps, that's it. That'll do it for today. Come check out my Instagram, Hef_520. If you are new here, come say what's up. Come talk to me. I always enjoy talking to new people. Other than that, I'll talk to y'all next time. Have a good one now.
I've been trying to find my way. Take me by the hand and let's go find our own space. Somewhere in between you and me. It's a piece of magic that we need to release. Ooh, and now you look